beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Hands it off. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Keeps it and gets past the chains. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
And the Gamecocks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking for room. It's Rojas. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Gamecocks. A great catch and run for 6.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. The opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The give on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And Jesse, you have a slot receiver like this, he can create matchup nightmares for a defense.
No doubt about it, Reese. And him and this quarterback, they really are on the same page. He's so deliberate with his route running. The quarterback knows exactly where he's going to be and when he's going to be there, and that's why they're so tough to stop.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. South Carolina offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner. But right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's White. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
How about the taking the shot off of the RPO? A lot of times you see RPO routes and you throw it real quick, whether it's a bubble or a glance, but they're like, nah, I'm going to fake the run right here, take a deep shot. The offense being very aggressive.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Wants to throw. It's Overton. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Lawrence. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rowe. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Off play action. Quickly out to the tight end. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the bootleg. Wants to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
It's cool, dude, man. I need to force it. I don't know why I never called for that too.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. The lone back's got it. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for him.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kane. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. offense onto the field again. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Quick release on the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down and wants more. That kind of play will get a drive started or help them in position. They've got it at the 27. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shug Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Using his feet. They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, but he just decided to take off.
The Tigers have this offense rolling. The give out of the gun. Shows him the stiff arm. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
It'll be third and long. Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Dyer. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Hello? All right.
Gives it on the outside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defense.
You see I need to come up with what?
And I kind of like how the running back is like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Down at 2nd and 7. The give to the lone running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. To throw, it's Overton. Pressure coming. Snagged in the middle, it's Grove.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And the Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Looking to pass. It's Overton. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. Don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. Oh, he's got some space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Open space at the 25. He's got 50 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Here's the handoff. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. You don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Leaves it with the back. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Big fella moving. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man to the left. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. It is great to have a tight end that can do it all and one that can get downfield and make a play.
And I like matching and mixing and matching up the play fake on play action with this tight end because it just gives him a little more time to work his route down the field. Nice play call there by the coordinator.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Bring in the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Looking for space. It's Rojas. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Hauls it in. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
They go to the ground. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The offense set for a 1st down play. Scanning the field, it's Overton. Fires to the big fella. Inside the 30. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
And the Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. To the ground with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. This This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kane. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Just enough time for one final play in this half. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Gets it past the marker. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Finds a little space. Makes it past the marker. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Calls his own number. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Gets it out fast. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Spins away from one. Touchdown, Tiger. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Slips through the line. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Here's a heat. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Looking to throw, it's Overton. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And the Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wants to fire on second down. Looking to the big tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the time.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Overton. Plucks it out of the air. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. They're going back to the ground. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Sensing that his defense needs some help. They'll run play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
14.
And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. They'll run it inside. Fights off a defender. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Hard running there. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner. But right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Overton. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
So here comes the Auburn offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Thomas. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Dyer. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass. We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their first sack of the game, and that is going to be a big shot in the arm for this defense.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Trying to take it back. Takes the pick back to the 32-yard line, and now this offense will be in business.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And the timing just a hair off.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Behind the chains now on second and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Dropping back, it's Overton. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Under fire. Throwing right. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
Man, he almost throws another one. And I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a nonprofit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been reckless. It's been careless. They've got to do a better job of being smart with the football.
Makes the catch. It's Thomas. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. He's got it. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Looking for room, it's Henderson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Finding an escape route. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Rides the back on the option to give. They knock him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down for Auburn.
Well, the good news is you got the 1st down running it there on 2nd and short. The bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. And they take it in for 6 more points. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Cincinnati has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Nippert Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Oklahoma State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Looking to take a shot. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th.
That makes the score South Carolina 33, Auburn 21.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull. Turning it off! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Tigers will hustle to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Dyer. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the catch. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Rides to back and leaves it. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and the 3's coming soon.
And he added the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's not going to take the touchback. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up third down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
Stepping up to help this defense on third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Makes a man miss. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third down. Instead, they're staring at fourth.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Caught over the middle, it's Thomas. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Yeah, and I love the timing routes. A nice curl route, great throw, and then catch the ball, get north-south, and get some good yards after the catch.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They'll go to the ground, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To the air, it's Overton. The screen, he's got wheels. Still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play.